The first thing you'll notice as you keep engaging with people over the next couple of weeks is that some people give back and some don't. Some people, you just like one of their tweets and they're so happy. Like they reply to you, they follow you back, and they start engaging with your content right away. And that's what we are after. We are after mutual relationship. People who are happy to become your friends on Twitter and who are going to start engaging back with you so you can have nice back and forth, all the time. But now there's also another type of people. The type of people, no matter how much you give to them, how many times you bring cordial replies to their tweets, they don't care. They don't like it. They don't reply to it. They don't follow you back. It's like you don't exist. Now, it can be for a good reason. Maybe they don't have time. Or it can be for a bad reason. They don't like you. But at the end of the day, it's the same result. You're investing time weekly or daily in a relationship that doesn't exist. You're putting your time in a black hole and you're not getting anything back. And this is going to hurt your growth. And a big reason why I kept growing is that I was monthly or even weekly at the beginning spending time pruning the people I was engaging with. So if somebody, I give a lot of attention to them for a couple of weeks and they never give back, I unfollow them and I mute them. I mean, unfollow depends on the case, but I mute them all the time. That way I spend my energy on people who will give back to me. Because at the end of the day, you want to build relationships, and relationships are mutual. You give, they give, you give, they give. Like it's just a normal thing. It's a human thing. You wouldn't be talking to someone who never talks back to you. Like eventually you give up and you move on to someone who wants to have a conversation. That's the same here. Don't get synced into a relationship where the person doesn't give anything back to you. Now, there's an exception to this is if they have a huge account. If they have a big account and when you reply to them, you get visibility. That's amazing because even if they don't give back to you, you're still getting something back. Like even if they don't reply, you're getting something out of the relationship because you get visibility and followers. And they get something because you reply to their content, which is creating engagement on their tweets. So it's still a mutually beneficial relationship. So make sure you only keep people around who are in one of these two cases. Either they don't have a big account, but they're happy to connect and build a relationship, or they have a big account and you get visibility, so you're still winning from the relationship. A second thing you will notice, and this one will take months to notice, is that people move on from Twitter. To give you an example, the people I was engaging with the most 6 months ago, probably 30% of them now, they're gone. It's not because they unfollowed me or anything like that. It's just they stopped using Twitter. They were just active on Twitter for a couple of months in their lives, but now they moved on. So, nothing wrong with that. But what happens is I basically lost relationships. And so I lost momentum on the algorithm because I have less people organically boosting my content. So the key here is because a lot of people will move on from Twitter over time and you cannot stop that, always add more people because the opposite is also true that there's always new people on Twitter. What I do now is every month I try to add about 10 new people. I try to add 10 new people that I follow that are interesting me in my niche. That way, when every month a couple people more leave Twitter, they are replaced by the new relationships I build. So I always have a thriving, ecosystem of other people with whom we are all, building relationship together and supporting each other. And I think that's one of the big reasons why some accounts complain that they lose engagement, is that they were successful on Twitter, they built tons of amazing relationships with other accounts, but then eventually most of these people stopped using Twitter. So they stopped getting boosted by their original fans, but they didn't spend the time to build new relationships with new fans. So now they're being forgotten and their content isn't showing up anymore. Now to recap, here are the two things you need to do every month. First, remove the people who never engage back with you. And second, make sure that you always follow new people between 5 and 10 per month so that as more and more people leave Twitter over time, they are replaced by new people who are active on Twitter again. Now, how do you actually know if someone engages back with you or not? At the beginning, it's pretty easy because if you don't have lots of interactions, you can just notice in your notifications if some people give back and some don't. But as you interact with more and more people, it's going to be very hard to manage very quickly. So the perfect tool for that, and the reason why I'm such a big fan of this tool, is Blackmagic. So Blackmagic is a sidebar that you can install on your Chrome browser, and that's going to give you a ton of different stats about your account. I let you discover everything, and I talk about a couple other features that they have throughout the course. But the main thing that we're interested in now is how people engage back with us. So what I do is I go to the people I'm following, and I look at somebody. Okay, let's say Tenose. So Tenose, I go to their profile, and then Blackmagic is going to open stats about their profile. And it's showing me the most important thing, past interactions. So it's basically all the interactions between each of us. So I see they like my tweets. They actually liked the meme that came out a couple minutes ago, so that's awesome. They commented on my tweets. They liked it. All like very active in the past couple of days, and you can load like literally everything and see every past interaction. So that's amazing because I know that this person is interacting back with me. Now make sure these likes and replies are on your own tweets, because sometimes like if you see something like this, it means they're replying to something because it's at an at something. So they're liking my reply for something, and that's not the same value. We want them to like and reply to your own tweets. So make sure these interactions, they're not just liking your replies to their tweets, because some people do that. Some people, they only like your replies, but they never give a shit about your content. And that's not people you want to engage with for too long. Now, one example to check of somebody who doesn't engage with me, for example, Alex Hormozi, huge account. Actually, it's normal that he doesn't engage back with me because he doesn't engage back with anyone. He doesn't have time. And the reason I follow him is because I want visibility. So it's not about, building relationships so I don't mind. But just let me show you how it looks. On Blackmagic, nothing. There's no interactions. So if I was actually wanting to build a relationship with this guy, and that was the signal I got after a few weeks, I would definitely remove them from my list and stop engaging with them. Now they're a big account, so it's different. But if you're interacting with someone a lot and you see this thing is completely empty, remove them and stop wasting your time.